If you are new to our channel, welcome aboard to our 1971 Bakin 37. My name is Ivan, this is my wife Victoria, and these are our kids. Hi guys, I decided to finish that floor over here. I cut that piece of plywood, but it doesn't look like it fits very well. It fits okay in first implementation, but I have to decide what I'm gonna do with this, which I didn't yet. So I don't know what else to do with this stuff. I decided to simplify this stuff and make it removable. So I attach some lips over here, and from the other side I put 6mm plywood. It was about a gap to lift it up. So yeah, I'm gonna soak with the resin this whole stuff, and just to prevent any moisture goes into the wood, something like that. It's going to be such a flat floor from the plywood, and I got edges, this edges flash, this flash, and this flash, and unfortunately this section is not flash. So well, the thing is that the floor I built on that darker one is kind of curved a little bit, so it's obviously will be lifted up a little bit. So but I haven't decided what to do else with this, and then in the end there will be some kind of flooring on top of that stuff, so it will be probably okay, so not a big deal. Well, the pieces are covered with the polyester resin right now. It's getting to cure it. Also, I put those little steps to supporting these plates right there, one and another one and another one, and it's right here. Well, it's actually kind of temporary solution because I haven't really finally decided what I'm going to do with this section. But yeah, it will solve the problem with the closing this hole. Also, I got those on the very bottom. I made two drainage holes in the past to eliminate any water collection here, but I did it actually wrong, so I filled with the resin mixed with the Cabasil right now, and I'm going to cover this whole territory with the gel coat. And later on I'm planning to install a little bilge pump, and this will be temporary for now, but later on I will decide on some permanent solution with the sump box or something like that. The bilge is covered with gel coat right now. It's getting cured, and I will plan to install the bilge pump in this area when it's done. So it's getting to shape. I coated another layer of resin, and this resin now contains wax. This is FT150 with the wax, and just waiting until that gets cured, and I will start assembling this stuff. What I'm going to do with these low spots on that surface, you probably see it, and this is a deep kind of shallow thing, which happens because I've used a roller first to coating that gel coat first layer. So I supposed to use actually brush instead. So I've got that mini rotary tool to grind those deep spots to make it a little rough, and then I'm going to mix gel coat mixed with the Cabasil, just slightly, it looks like I don't know, maybe peanut butter, and just fill those low spots with something flat, and then I'm going to sand with a wet sanding paper, starting from, I don't know, maybe 200 and up to 2000, with using some spraying water, and that this is supposed to fix this issue. Now I have to clean the surface with acetone, and let's move on. Well, going forward with the water collection. So I put this hose from shower pan to the other compartment that I'm going to install a little pump, water pump. So this goes inside of that compartment, and that red hose will go up to overboard. That's the plan. So I made a cut for the hose right there, slightly curved. So yeah, I just started to install that pump, and I just figured out that it's a tiny skin, and down below it's just a keel from lead keel. So I put a piece of wood in the floor and cover with another layer of polyester resin. So I'll give it to try to get cured and continue. Okay, I put on that lower section of the pump. Yeah, it didn't happen without cracks in the glass. So, well, anyway, there's a bunch of layers of the glass underneath and a piece of plywood, so it should be kind of reliable. So yeah, just need to run the hoses, and this stuff will be good to go. And there will be also installed one-way valve on the line, just to prevent the backflow to that compartment from the outboard. Boiling the hose, it's pretty much stiff. So anyway, I need a short piece from this pump up to the one-way valve, the blue one, and this is all about it. So I just need to apply some power, go through the switch, and this is self-contained pump with the float. Just add some power and this is it. I finished with the plumbing, so it's time to assemble the box and run the wires and to install the switch, three-way switch for that pump, and the return connection of the windlass as the last step. Assembling the box, it's done. They see the finish, we can go sailing. This is going to be a switch for the bilge pump, so just need to drill a hole and do connection. This is it. The hole is ready, so I will need to do the dry fit, and I will need to cut a little more from one side. I think it's too tight, but yeah, overall is good. It's just right fit to the right side to the plank, so it should be fine. So I made it a little wider. Let's do final dry fit and put the screws in, and this is it. Everything is connected to the power, just last wire. So let's try. Auto is okay, manual, it's working. Let's turn back to the auto and swing that floating switch. Everything is working great.